Good morning, everyone. This is Penny from Wisconsin Land and Water, and I think we're about ready to get started with our first webinar for today. And today we're going to have two, one at 8:15 and then one at 8:30. And the first one that we're having is Price Murphy from Revolution Plastics is going to be talking on the recycling program for ag plastics. They're providing dumpsters in Wisconsin, and this is a great opportunity for farmers because I know when I worked in my previous job at Sauk County, that was one of the limiting factors was farmers needed they didn't want to haul their plastics to the sites. So today I'm going to turn it over shortly to Price Murphy.
Very good. Well, Penny, thank you so much for allowing me the time this morning to speak about our program, and thank you for all you've done to help us get this thing off the ground in Wisconsin. You've been a great help, and I really appreciate the time this morning. So, welcome everyone. Thank you for taking the time. I'm Price Murphy, Director of Operations for Revolution Plastics. We're going to talk a little bit today about our silage plastic recycling program. There we go. So at Revolution Plastics, we have a long history in recycling agricultural plastics. We've been recycling ag plastics in the southern U.S., in the Mississippi Delta and Arkansas region for over 20 years. In the South, we recycle polytube irrigation. It's an item that we actually manufacture that is used in the crop fields of the South, such as rice fields, soybean fields, things of that nature. So we learned a long time ago how to manage the dirty plastics, and that's kind of how we got into Wisconsin here recently. So Revolution Plastics really believes in preserving our farmland, and we've recently launched a program here in Wisconsin to help clean up the silage plastics and recycle that material here in our facilities located here in the U.S. We have a recycling facility in Stuttgart, Arkansas that's 100% dedicated to recycling agricultural plastics. It's been in business over 20 years and runs 24/7. So there's, as you can tell, there's plenty of ag plastics to be recycled. Our company is very passionate about recycling, and it's very evident in the amount of effort we put into recycling. In 2015, the company recycled their 1 billionth, with a B, pound of ag plastics, so we're very proud of that. You know, the company's mission is to provide high-value, sustainable solutions to our customers through innovative closed-loop production and recycling systems that preserve our environment for future generations. So we work very hard to keep this plastic out of the landfill. So to talk a little bit about who we are, so Revolution Plastics is a collector of ag and silage plastics from farms and dairies. We support our standard dairy farms, we support goat farms, pig farms. We even have dumpsters on a few wineries here in southern Wisconsin. So anybody that utilizes the type of plastic that we can use, we try to support them. As of today, I have 1,400 dumpsters on the ground in southern Wisconsin and as far north as Peshtigo. And we are averaging bringing on about 75 new farms every week, and we intend to do that until, you know, there's no more need for us. So each week we set up drop yards, and farmers come and pick up their free dumpster to put on the farm, and again, we're averaging about 75 new customers a week. So what we provide for the farm is a free on-farm dumpster. It's a 8-yard dumpster. It's high-quality metal dumpster made right here in Poinette, Wisconsin. So we're keeping those jobs close to home as well. They produce the dumpsters for us, and they deliver them to different drop lots around the state. So what I do is, as farms sign up on the program, I take a look at where the critical mass is for, you know, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll set up different drop lots. So for instance, this week we were in Manawa, Wisconsin. Later this week I'll be back in Peshtigo. Last week I was in Seymour. So I continue to move around the state based on where the farmers have signed up and where we can distribute on average 75 dumpsters a week. And again, it's very simple. So the farmer uses the plastic, they place it in our dumpster. I have trucks that run routes just like any regular trash route. They come and collect the product. We bring it back to our facility to be baled up into nice tight bales. We load them on trucks to Arkansas. Right now, we're sending about 5 trucks a week, so an average of a little over 200,000 pounds a week to Arkansas from Wisconsin. We just really started with this in Wisconsin heavily in June of this year, and I've already diverted over 1 million pounds of product from landfills to our factory in Arkansas in just that short period of time. So it is working and working very well. So, you know, people ask, what do we ask of the farmers? We actually ask very little. Again, we try to keep our program very simple. I've got a question coming in. How big are the dumpsters? The dumpsters are 8-yard dumpsters, so they're 6 foot wide by 7 foot deep, which is an average of 8 yards. And we did a lot of investigation, and that is the only size we provide at this time. That 8-yard dumpster seems to accommodate over 90% of the farms in the area. Even the larger farms that, let's say they're milking 3,500 or 4,000 head, what we do on those farms is we provide them with 3 to 4 dumpsters versus just 1, and that seems to work pretty well. But some of the even larger farms, we're working on a fix for those guys as well. Some of those guys want the really large 20-yard roll-off dumpsters. We're not prepared to provide those at this time, but we will in the future if need be. We're kind of focused on distributing the 8 yards right now and seeing how many we can support there. But so far, it's been well over 90% and have been okay with the 8-yard dumpster or taking multiples of the 8-yard dumpster. So again, what we ask of the farmer is you know, only approved plastics. Don't throw trash in the dumpster, because we do not go to the landfill at all. Our trucks don't touch the landfill. We go to our facilities, we dump out the product, we bale it up. So we're not a trash hauler, so we ask them to just use our dumpster for approved materials. And we ask that they're capable of filling a dumpster, you know, 5 or 6 times a year. So we're taking on all the expense. So again, there's no expense to the farm at any time. I'm not charging them for a dumpster. I'm not charging them for a pickup fee. So to make this worth our while, we just ask that the farm be large enough, if we put a dumpster on their farm, that they can fill that dumpster 5 or 6 times a year. I've just got a question that came in. Is there a list of approved plastics? We will be rolling through that in just 1 second. But the 3 main plastics that we use and that we can take are the silage bags, bunker covers, and bale wrap. We do not take any type of plastic pails or jugs. We do not take any type of twine or net wrap. But again, the silage bags, bunker covers, oxygen barrier, and bale wrap are the main items that we take. So the biggest question people ask is what are you doing with the material after you recycle the dirty ag plastics? And the vast majority of the product out of Wisconsin that goes into Arkansas to be recycled goes into our private label line of trash bags. We've got a company by the name of Revolution Bag that's a sister company of Revolution Plastics that manufactures a complete line of EPA-Compliant, ECOLOGO Certified trash can liners. And we make those utilizing the resin from the recycling operation, which is the recycled silage material from Wisconsin. So it's a pretty neat process. It helps us divert millions of pounds of product from landfills every year, and we're able to turn it into something usable. Revolution Bag is sold through distributors. The distributor here in Wisconsin is called NASCO out of Fort Atkinson. Our products are being sold through the distributors to the hospitality market, restaurants, universities, schools, things like that. One of our larger customers is Chipotle, again through the distributor, and a lot of our customers like telling that green story, you know, that our material is made from the post-consumer resin, which is recycled material from Wisconsin. So it's got a good story behind it, and that is what the material goes into. So it starts off as a silage bag, turns into dirty plastics, and then into trash bags. So we're doing a nice job of keeping that out of the landfill. So just so we understand, you know, how we kind of got started in Wisconsin, again, 20 years ago, we started down in the south. We've been recycling polytube irrigation out of the crop fields down there for over 20 years. And in 2014, our parent company, Delta Plastics, received a call from the Greene County Extension Office here in Wisconsin. They had heard about us. They'd been looking for an outlet for the ag plastics here in Wisconsin, and asked could we take a look at it. So we spent 2014 kind of reviewing the plastic use in Wisconsin and kind of how that worked, and learning about how plastic is used on the dairies here in Wisconsin. Greene County landfill has been very helpful to us. The Wisconsin Extension Agency has been very helpful to us. Penny at Wisconsin Land & Water has been very helpful to us. Everybody's been great to work with. So we took 2014 to investigate the need here. In 2015, we launched a pilot program with 88 dairies around Greene County to see how it would work. We wanted to really see, you know, are the dumpsters going to work? Is this process going to work? And it worked beautifully. So June of 2016 is when we launched the program in full, and it's taken off very well. Again, we're sitting with 1,400 farms on the program, 1,400 dumpsters being filled each day, and my guys that go out, they're averaging collecting about 50,000 pounds a day and diverting it from landfills right now. And as we continue to grow, that number will continue to grow. But it's going great, and I couldn't ask for a better support system. And the goal is to continue to saturate Wisconsin throughout this year, northern Illinois, eastern Iowa, and eastern Minnesota, to capture as many of the dairies as we can and help as many farms as we can. And again, right now we're picking up about 75 new customers a week. Again, it's an absolutely free program to the farm, and it's no catch. They're not being signed up for life. They're not having to pay any money. This actually saves them money. So once we place a dumpster on the farm, they're no longer having to burn that plastic, and they're no longer having to pay somebody to haul that plastic away, which the average farm was telling me was costing them somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,500 per year. And again, we're using that plastic for good, and we're putting it into our line of trash can liners. So the general rule of thumb for a farm to qualify, and to be very honest with you, I don't turn many farms away as long as I can help them. You know, we asked that the herd side. So I just got a question that came in that said, are some of the smaller producers sharing dumpsters? I'm glad you brought that question up, because we do have probably 50 or more farms that are sharing dumpsters between neighbors, things like that. So that has been a pretty huge success as well that I did not cover earlier. So thank you for that question. Yes, so let's say that one farm has 40 head on it that's only producing 500 or 600 pounds of plastic a year, and this neighbor, you know, could be a little larger, but the two of them together can support a dumpster. What we do is we put those two together, and we let them decide where they'd like to place the dumpster. We place it on whichever farm they would like, and they work together. So we do have a large number of farms, I would say 50 or better, that are working together and sharing a dumpster. So yes, that is a possibility. So back to the general qualifications: herd size of about 80 or more, ability to fill a dumpster every 8 weeks or so, and the approved plastics are silage bags, grain bags, bale wrap, bunker covers. Now, when it says no scrim here, what that means is there's some types of bunker covers that have the nylon webbing in it that make them stronger. I cannot take any type of bunker cover that has the nylon webbing in it. That's a different type of plastic, and it wreaks havoc on our recycling system. So we ask that there's no scrim in it, or no twine, or no net wrap. But oxygen barriers good, bale wrap's good, silage bags are good. We do like that material. And all the farm has to do to sign up, they've got two major choices. They can either call us here at 844-490-7873 or sign up at revolutionplastics.com. And sign up is very simple. We're really just capturing name, address, phone number, email address, and the size of your farm and the type of plastic use. So, for instance, you've got 80 head of cattle and you use silage bags. It's literally just that simple. You sign up. If you sign up online, one of my team members will give you a call back. They call back to verify the information, and then they let you know where the closest drop lot is, or when the closest drop lot will be. And it's a very simple process. It takes less than 5 minutes to sign up. It's no money out of pocket, so it's literally the only thing the farmer's giving us is 5 minutes of their time. So everybody on the webinar today, the biggest thing that I ask of people is if you can help get the word out. I mean, we're providing a free service. We're not charging the farm. We don't get any type of government subsidy to do this. Our privately owned company is paying all the money to fund this. We believe in the recycling. We do get the plastic out of it, but we ask that, if you could share the details of the program with the dairies, goat farms, pig farms, beef farms in your area, and send them our way. It's just that simple. So any questions about the Revolution Plastics silage recycling program that I can answer for you guys today?
Well, I think we got all the questions probably answered during the presentation, so I think we're going to wrap it up unless you have anything else to say, Price. Do you have anything else you want to add before we sign off with you?
Just got one more questions about literature. Yes, I can email out a PDF of our literature about the program to anybody that would like to have it, or
you could send it to me too, Price, and I could probably put it on our website by the webinar, because we did record this one and we're going to record the managed grazing one also. So those will be posted on the Wisconsin Land and Water website at a future date. But I can post the Revolution Plastics information if Price sends it to me, and then it's on there for people to access.
Thank you, Penny. I will have that over to you shortly, and thank everybody for their time today, and we appreciate the support.
Okay, thanks much, Price. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks.
Thank you.